Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, LiaLeigh, Glam by LiaLeigh, your girl, your favorite esthetician, I hope. Anywho, welcome back to my channel, everybody. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We are gonna go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, for the most part, I am in my spa right now. I have some clients in a couple hours, so I decided to just, film it in here instead of at home. These are the top questions for the most part that I can remember right off the top of my head that I get asked almost every day, whether it is on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, through the comments on YouTube. It's like non-stop asking these questions, which is perfectly fine. I am here and doing these videos and open to y'all for questions and communications and clarity. These are the questions I'm going to be answering today. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have my phone right here with me, so if I tend to look down or look, some way off camera, that's why. First question I have is, what school should you attend? And this goes into kind of the second question as well, so I'm gonna just read them together. How should I choose a school? So you guys, this is so based on location. This is so based on your individual needs and your individual wants. Of course, going into this line of work and picking a school, of course, you're not sure what you need or what you want from a school because you don't know what you don't know. So with that, I always tell everyone that's considering going to esthetician school to weigh your options. Shop around for schools. Do as much research as you possibly can before actually settling down with a school and choosing a school. Because once you start, that's it for the most part. I don't know too many people that are going to start a school and then stop and then decide to go to another campus in school. So weigh all of your options. There are community colleges based on your location that can offer an esthetician program for an extremely discounted rate versus the actual vocational trade school. You can also look at community colleges. You can look at possibly, if you have more time that you would like to take with getting your esthetician's license, you can even shadow work, and that does kind of double the hours and double the length of school. But if you want to go that route, that is possible. You would just have to find someone who pretty much has, I believe, their esthetician license, the instructor's license, and or has been within business for a certain amount of years to be able to accumulate the same hours that you would be getting in school. You know what I'm saying? So you have that option, and then you have all the many different schools that may or may not be in your town, your city. So you would need to look at nearby cities or nearby states if you live on a border or whatever the case may be. And choosing a school, you need to think to yourself, how much are you willing to pay? Will you need to pay out of pocket? Will you need to figure out financial aid? Is there some type of leniency in it? If you have to work during the day, do you have night options? Do you have weekend options? These are questions that you need to research. This is on you. This is not on anyone else to figure out. And I like to be stern with people that are aspiring estheticians and even new esties, because a lot of y'all want everything fed to y'all, and this is not the line of work that everything is going to be fed to you. A lot of estheticians are disappointed when they are finished with school because they feel like they weren't taught enough. But esthetician school is literally the stepping stone that you need to push yourself to be able to go out into this career and make it what you want and make it what you need. So yeah, school is pretty much like high school was for everybody. When we received our diploma, they're like, hey, okay, now you're an adult, you can go out into the world. That did not prepare us for life. It prepared us to be able to go to the next step if we were to want to go to college or whatever the case may be, military, whatever. So that's the same with esthetician school. Esthetician school is not meant to give you the bread, the butter, the tomato, the turkey, the cheese. Like it ain't giving you all the ingredients to make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? To make your career what it's supposed to be. It's giving you your license, and it's like, hey, now you can work in this field legally. Go for it. So a lot of you guys should be more open-minded and a lot more, I guess, more knowledgeable of the fact of that is what the school is preparing you for. So think about that, consider that. You also need to consider going into this line of work. Are you ready to put forth all of the energy that is not in you yet towards this career so you can be the best esthetician that you can be? So just think about that. Think about all of that. Think about the school that you have to do, the test that you have to take. If you live in a state where there's a state board, you're going to need to do that, with the considerations that COVID is still like affecting a lot of students. So you're going to have to put that into play as well. Moving on to how many product brands should I have in my back bar? I received this question so much, and I'm like, okay, this is one of those things, once again, in this line of work, you're going to have to figure out a lot on your own, and it's going to be growing pains. It really is, because what works for me is not going to work for you. What products I love, you may not love, and you don't know that until you actually try products out. So if y'all want to see what products I use in my back bar, I have videos up. You need to look in the Esthetician playlist video and run through it. If you have any questions about my business, finances, all of that, y'all, it's there. The information is there. Once again, you just have to take the time to actually, if you want to view my story, my background, how it became to be in my studio, it's there. Go for it. Look at the videos, pay attention, sit through them, get some coffee, get some tea, get some snacks, and vibe out and watch the videos. I have Image, Skin Script. I use Dermalogica here and there, like 2 products, and then Lyra Clinical. So actual products, I have 4 different companies, and then if you include the Max, and then my waxing products, if y'all include that, that's what, 6, 7, wait, so that's 4, 5, 6, so 6 products. But actual, like you know what I'm saying, cleansing products and treatment, it's only the 4. Excuse me. So that's what works for me now. It took some time. I did not figure all of this out within the first few months of me opening, or the first few months of me even being an esthetician. I'm still learning. This is a learning progress. This is like life. Like, you never know everything there is to know about life and being a human being, the best person that you can be. This is a process. Being an esthetician is a process. So if you don't have the patience to continue learning, to push yourself to learn, this is not the line of work for you. And I don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer or being harsh, but a lot of you guys need to realize what this work entails, and the work and the hard work, the determination, the education, the continued learning on your own that this takes. So I'm gonna tell y'all straight like it is, for real. So moving on, how did you know what products to use and choose for your spa? And that goes again back to trial and error. Some products from a certain line I may not be like too crazy about. I'm like, I'm gonna stick to these types of products from this line, and these other lines I'm going full throttle with the cleansers, with the mask. But for this line, I may just be using enzymes and something else, or the peels, or whatever the case may be. And I know a lot of estheticians as well always ask, is it common to switch and like interchangeably use different products within the treatment room? That's common. It's not for everyone. Some people like to stick strictly with one line. Whatever floats your boat. No one way is the right way or the wrong way. You have to figure it out on your own, what works for you. So, and with this, I do want to mention, some companies do offer samples for student accounts if you're not a licensed esthetician yet. and some companies offer sample kits for professionals. So depending on where you would want to start with products, I would recommend just making accounts with these lines and seeing what you're able to purchase, what you can purchase maybe with a professional account or a student account, and just going from there. It doesn't have to be like this ginormous order unless they have like a minimum. Then maybe that wouldn't be a skincare line that you would start with, because it may not be, you know, cost friendly to you right now. So just do some research and follow hella estheticians on Instagram, follow hella hashtags on Instagram, follow hella skincare companies on Instagram, and just be patient and learn. Just take time to learn, do your research, Google, do whatever you need to do to feel like you're a little bit more acclimated with products before you do like a bulk order. Where did I buy my equipment for my spa? So a lot of equipment is off of Amazon. A lot of not even just equipment, but like paper products and or even like decorations are from Amazon. I have a video up too about me opening my spa and what pretty much is from off of Amazon and what I purchased from other websites, like professional spa websites. So you guys can look up a website called Spa and Equipment. That's where I got my bed from, and that's where I got my sterilizer from. It's also called, you may see something called skinact.com. You can look up that. It's all under Spa and Equipment. You know how like companies be owning companies? Yeah. So, but everything else for the most part is from Amazon. Click the link in my bio. Click on the store, Spa Essentials. Everything that I've purchased for my spa and or at home that I use in my spa setting is up there. Check it out. It's up there. How did I fund my spa? So this is a big question that a lot of estheticians are, you know, asking a lot of estheticians, because we're like, oh my God, how'd you afford this? It's in my How I Open My Spa video, so check it out. Any advice for new estheticians? I get this question all the time too. Oh my goodness. This is just like the perfect list of questions I get all the time. And the best advice that I could give is to continue to learn. Even if you were taught one thing in one way, one modality, this is supposed to be done this way and no other way, do your own research and see what other ways are being done with stuff, like whether it's a service, whether it's a chemical peel, whether it's whatever it is, you know, a skincare product. Continue to do your research. You don't know everything. This line of work, it never ends. It never is a stopping point. So open your minds, be teachable at every milestone within your career. Even myself, if I hear something that I'm like, it kind of raises an eyebrow, I don't react off of impulses because of what I think I know. I do research. I continue to do research. I ask other estheticians that are like experienced. Then I'll make a decision, you know, if I'm asked a question. But I don't off impulses, no, that's not right. Now you're not supposed to do that. Like, no. Be teachable, be open-minded, continued education is a must, and be patient. There's no fast forward button in this line of work. There's no fast forward button in no line of work, but definitely not this line of work. You're not going to know everything right out of school. You're not going to know everything after a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus years. You will be more educated and more experienced because you're going to be hands-on, but nonetheless, be teachable at every milestone and every point of your career. Lastly, this is the last question. I think I might do a part 2 to this. If y'all would like me to, leave questions down below where you feel like I haven't answered them in a video pertaining to this line of work, not pertaining to a certain product, a certain brand, just straight out esthetician questions. How long did it take for me to start my own business? Now, this isn't a video too, but I'll go ahead and let you know because it's a simple answer. I was working in franchise right out of school. I got hired in a franchise. I mean, like a Hand and Stone, a Massage Envy, a European Wax Center. Those are franchises. And I was working at a Hand and Stone for about 9.5 months, almost 10 months before I was fired. And I was fired, what was it? Maybe in late July, early August, maybe. And I was already transitioning out of working there, and like my apartment was packed full with esthetician equipment that I was, planning on using. And I got my bed delivered to my house. Being that this was like the peak of COVID, mail suppliers, shippers, were not delivering within the household or even within like apartment hallways or buildings. So long story short, my package was left outside. This was a 200-pound package left on like a wooden crate. I couldn't make it to work, so I got fired. Simple as it was. I was like, that's okay. I was about to leave y'all anyway, so it's all right. But that's my story. I was in there for about 9.5 months, I think. And it was a wrap after that. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm getting crumbs of the pie. And I want the whole pie and some. So I worked my butt off and I got up in here. Y'all want to know the little nitty gritty details, y'all gotta go watch all my videos. So thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. I'm about to edit this video so I can get it up and wait for my clients. I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.